What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Busy working my way through Act 2 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Today we're looking at a tier 2 mission. This one's called Shocked. Let's go. This mission is a two-parter and is all about the ammo modification Dead Wire, which is one of the ammo modification types that you can install on any weapon that you carry in the game. And essentially in the first place you have to be having Dead Wire proc on 25 normal zombies, and this is literally super easy. And as you are shooting zombies with this ammo mod equipped, every time when the ammo mod comes off of its internal cooldown, it will essentially proc on an enemy and you will get some credit on this. The cool thing about Dead Wire is it can also sometimes affect the zombies around the zombie that is getting hit by Dead Wire, so sometimes you might get multiple procs, and of course if that happens, fucking that's yummy. Now the internal cooldown that I'm referring to is different for each one of the ammo types, so basically it means that the ammo type will not always fire off this special effect. So Dead Wire doesn't trigger on every single bullet that comes out of the gun. There's a certain amount of time that has to pass between each proc in this, and in the case of Dead Wire, and I think this is also slightly affected by the weapon type that you're using, but in the case of Dead Wire you're looking for anywhere between 14 to 16 seconds between each proc. So this also means that if you, like in the case of the first step, have to do 25 zombies, it means that the first 25 zombies that you kill is not going to give you 25 procs, but depending on how you space your kills out, you're maybe going to have 5 or 10 procs or something like that. So this is something that does take a little bit of time. You have to wait for it to essentially proc every time, and that's basically it. Now the second part of this mission is that you actually have to get this Dead Wire stun effect to pop on special zombies. And like a lot of these ammo type missions, which you're still going to see coming up in the rest of Act 2 as well as Act 3, generally speaking, what you want is you want the special zombies that you are shooting, you want them to be slightly tougher than normal for you to kill. What I mean by this is, let's say for instance you have a weapon, it's been pack a punched once and it has like a rarity or something on that. If you're using this in a low threat setting, you're gonna basically demolish special zombies so quickly that you're probably not gonna have a chance for this deadbolt stun effect to fire off on it. Whereas if you take a weapon like I just described now and you go to, let's say, the medium threat area, you're gonna have slightly chunkier special enemies, and not only are you going to have a chance for this deadbolt to activate and actually stun the enemy, but sometimes you might, even with good movement and essentially avoiding this guy, you could get this to essentially proc 2 or 3 times on the same enemy, which means that it's less time that you have to go out and find special zombies. Now, what are special zombies? Basically, when you encounter a mangler or a mimic or something and it has the skull icon next to its name, that's the denotation of a special zombie. You can also trigger these in 2 different ways. You can do a bounty contract that gives you one as a bounty, so whichever target is your bounty is the special zombie. And something which I prefer to do is to actually go to infested strongholds. So generally infested strongholds spawn 2 mimics inside them while you are trying to thin out all of the zombies on the outside of the stronghold. You'll usually get pushed by 1 or 2 mimics, or it'll be like a mimic and a mangler, or in some cases it'll be 2 mimics and a mangler. So that's just a huge amount of special zombies in one place, and actually gives you a huge amount of opportunity to actually farm these. But again, like I said, the sweet spot for me here was I was trying to do this against bounties in the low threat area. I was not getting deadbolt to proc on it, and then once I moved over to the medium threat area, I was able to do this in almost no time. Lastly, your choice of weapon I believe also matters here, since on stream I've had people tell me that certain weapons, they just can't seem to get the effect to proc. It shows the icon but it doesn't actually electrocute the enemy. In my testing, I found that certain weapons do better than others. For some reason, pistols are super good at triggering these ammo effects and actually getting them to fire off on super zombies. So definitely check out doing something like that. I said super zombies, I mean they kind of are, right? But special zombies. So pistols are really good, sniper rifles are really good, SMGs are really good. The ones where I found that it was a little bit iffy were definitely shotguns, were not fantastic, and in some cases some LMGs were also giving me some shit. So your mileage may vary, but if you are having a hard time with a specific weapon type that you're using, try and switch that up and see if that helps it to proc. And that, in combination with bearing in mind that you have this internal cooldown, so you have to set into like a little bit of a rhythm as to when you can expect it to pop, you should be able to get these 25 normal zombie kills and the 5 special zombie stuns in hopefully relative no time, and that means the mission's done. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Let me know if you're stuck on this mission. I have had a ton of people reaching out to me and being stuck on this exact mission, which is why I spent a little bit of extra time just kind of like explaining, you know, some things which should be, you know, in the back of your head and that you should be getting through. Nonetheless, if you go into a medium threat area, I think you should be 100% fine, and I wish you luck in completing this as fast as possible. Other than that, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Till next video, fucking cheers.